This is Rebecca from Pecan Creek Ranch, and this morning I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the values and beliefs we hold here at Pecan Creek Ranch that are the foundation for everything we do here, from interacting with our horses or other animals to our clients and to each other. So let's just get started. So one of the beliefs that we hold is that there's only one you. And it's important that you be you all the time. Sometimes in life we feel like we don't like ourselves very much. And it's often our behaviors we don't like. And when those behaviors change, who we really are inside shines through. And so we encourage everyone to just be themselves, because it's vital that you be you, because there's only one you in the world. And we need you to show up. Another idea that we have is that relationships are more important than anything else in the world. They're more important than the tasks that we have to do, and they're more important than the things we may accumulate or the accolades that may be given to us. So relationships and connection is more important than anything else in the whole world. And so everything you do at Pecan Creek Ranch is about fostering healthy connection and healthy relationships with yourself and the other beings and other living things in this world. We also believe that horses are sentient beings, and that means that they have their own feelings and their own ideas about the world, and they can interact with us from their own unique perspective. Horses, we feel, are not a reflection of us and what we're thinking and feeling. They are their own separate being, and as such should be treated with that respect and that concern that we give all living beings. We believe that horses are not tools to be used to better your life or to improve your situation. And instead, they are friends to build relationships with and to be able to begin to understand how you are in relationship. And do you like the way you are in relationship? And if you don't, for you to be able to start to change that in a safe and healthy relationship with the horse. Another idea we have is we feel it's important that we always leave things better than we found them. That means that if we come upon something at the ranch, maybe it's up at the barn, maybe it's out in the field, where there's a mess or something isn't right, that we fix it even though we didn't make the mess, right? So when we find something that needs to be done out here or in our lives, we believe that it's important that we do it so that we can contribute positively to our environment and the world. Another idea we have is that we are all doing our very best at any given situation to be our best selves. Sometimes our best self shows up and another person may say, well, that's not your best, but maybe it's the best I have in me in that day and time. And so what we believe is that we show up and be our best selves in that moment. And that does not require you to be perfect. We believe that perfection is actually a hindrance to growth, and that we need to be able to work and not worry about being perfect and just being our best in that moment. We understand that mistakes, they're just part of growing, and they're just part of being a person, or that's not really true. Mistakes are just part of being alive. Humans make mistakes, horses make mistakes, all kind of beings make mistakes. And in life, we don't feel like we should try to avoid mistakes. We feel instead that we really should strive to be our best self, and that we should strive for connection in all times of our lives, in everything we do. And that when mistakes happen, that we care enough about ourselves and our relationships that we negotiate a repair and we try to mend what we broke. We're all working to be our best selves. And so, since that's true, there's no reason to make life harder by giving someone grief or being critical. Criticism doesn't help people to grow and to change. Instead, it creates an internal critic that beats you up and tells you bad things, and that doesn't help you grow or change. What helps you grow or change is to have a supportive environment where you can be who you are in the moment. You can work as hard as you can, be your best self, and you can experience kindness and support. So we believe that kindness is the greatest gift that we can give each other. It is free, but it sure takes an awful lot of work to do. We believe that we have to look for the positive in ourselves, others, and in the world. If we will look for the positive, it's always there. We may not see it unless we're actively looking for it. We believe that it's important to work hard and to express yourself and your feelings to the best of your ability in that moment. Because no matter what the world says, nobody can read your mind, and nobody can figure out what's going on inside of you unless you begin to try to share it. Now, we can read the cues. We can read the cues that your body gives us, and the cues that you give the horses, and the cues that your experience produces in our bodies, and we can share those things with you. But we cannot know your internal experience and what's in your brain and what's going on inside you until you have the strength to share it. And so we hope that when you're here, that you'll work hard and that you'll try really hard to express yourself to the best of your ability. And again, we don't require perfection. We just require that you try. And sometimes it comes out all messy, and that's all right, because that's how we grow. That's how we learn. And here, we're trying to create an environment where we don't have any fear about making mistakes, because that's what we want you to do here. That's how we learn and we grow and we become a better person and we have better relationships. And when we do those things, we contribute positively to our world, and our world changes. And that's really what we want for everyone, is to live a wonderful, healthy, connected life and grow in ways that we could only imagine. Thank you so much for your time today, and we hope you'll stop back by sometime soon.